Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the one colour challenge. That is, I use a colour scheme based off one colour to do this entire picture. I'm going to be using pink, so I will be colouring in this picture with only just shades of pink. This is going to be a dry media piece, so no watercolours or paints. I'm going to be using my Touchfive alcohol-based markers because I have a large selection of pinks there. I'm going to be using my Studio71 brush markers, and I'm going to be using my Arteza colouring pencils, and finally 2 biros that I found randomly somewhere. Oh, and a pink crayon that I found as well lying around. So the colours that I decided to use in the Touchfive selection were based on the pink grouping on the official colour chart. Now, I think I sort of lucked out because it did include some nice peachy skin tones. The thing with pink is that you have cool pinks that are closer to a magenta or light purple sort of colour, and then you have warm pinks which are closer to a light red. And because I had those 2 tones, I think I was really able to make this picture look somewhat interesting. So right now I'm just colouring in the skin with a colourless blender and a peach colour. The character that I'm colouring in is Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura, because I used to watch that a lot when I was younger and I really liked it, so I thought, why not? Plus, like, I know the whole point of the challenge is to draw anything and colour it in one colour. The picture that you're drawing doesn't necessarily have to be usually that colour, but Sakura has this really nice infamous red dress, so I thought I'd pick her. Oh, and just a quick shout out to my biggest fans, my nieces. I'm sure most of my views come from them, so shout out to Nisa and Maya and Leilani and Babu and Poppy. Love you girls. I think there were 3 main issues with this challenge. The first one being is that because you only have pink, you need some sort of way to differentiate the original colours. For example, her eyes are a deep green but her hair is a light brown, and so I needed to pick different shades of pink that would illustrate this difference and not blend into each other. So that was kind of tricky. The second thing was trying to convincingly show the whites of the picture, like her wings, the ruffles on her dress, and her shirt. The way I decided to show that it was white without it actually being white is to use a light pink marker and go around the edges. I think it sort of gave it a nice effect. And the third issue, which you will come to see, is how to portray the really dark colours, like the tree trunks, because I decided in this challenge not to use black, because I feel like that's an easy way out. And that's also why I used a grey pen, because later on I do go over everything in colouring pencil. So the background was really hard to do. Sakura herself wasn't too hard because she's got a medium range of light and dark colours, but the background was really tough. The way I decided to sort of overcome that problem is to primarily use warm pink tones for Sakura, and then for the background I used more of a magenta fuchsia sort of palette, which kind of separates the two and prevents everything from sort of blending into each other. Honestly, I had such a difficult time with the cherry blossoms as well, because I've never really tried to draw anything realistic with markers except for maybe skin, but even then I sort of go for a semi-realistic anime look, and I had no idea how to accurately represent the texture of leaves, and then I decided, okay, look, I'm gonna just go for it and dot the marker, because you can't erase markers, and this colour that I was using, compared to the white of the paper, it was super bright and dark, and I was actually really scared to put down this first layer of pink, but once I did it, the thing with this picture is I felt like the more I added colour and kept on going, the better it looked, but you know what, it was kind of scary to do this. Yeah, and so the way I did the cherry blossoms, I sort of did that as well with the bushes and the shrubs. I tried to use different varying shades of pink to sort of separate the two. And then I did go over at the very end, I did go over the bushes with the pink crayon because I realized I didn't really use it. The waxy crayon doesn't really go with anything else, and I can't really use that until the end because most things don't work on top of wax. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. The last step is to go over the outline with colouring pencils. I'm using my Arteza pencils. I use the, it looks brownish red, but actually it's a pink tinted red colour. I'm using that to outline most of the picture, and I use the light pink pencil that you can see for lighter things like her shirt and her skin. And everything else I line with a dark pencil. Here is a side-by-side comparison. I think you can definitely tell the difference the outline makes to the picture. It just polishes it off, makes it stand out, and so I'm just adding the finishing touches. And of course this would not be a magical girl picture without the sparkles, so I went a bit crazy on the hair with the white gel pen. But yeah, I think that's it for this challenge. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It is the first time, I think, doing a picture with a background on this channel, and although it was a lot more work, I feel very satisfied with the end product. I think maybe I'll do a vastly different colour, like green or blue perhaps next time, because I think with pink I sort of lucked out because I could accurately convey her skin colour and the whites and the cherry blossoms and everything. So next time I think I'll push myself a little bit. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care, bye!